In a small town in Osun State, Nigeria, lived a bright young girl named Jennifer. She had a best friend named Linda, and together they dreamed of a brighter future. Both were 15 years old and had just completed their junior secondary school. Despite facing hardships, Jennifer lost her mother at birth, and Linda was raised solely by her mother. They excelled in their studies. Their hard work paid off when they received scholarships to attend an all-girls school in Lagos, known for its excellence and high standards. One sunny afternoon, Jennifer rushed to Linda's house, waving a letter excitedly. "Linda, we've been accepted. We're going to Lagos," she exclaimed. Linda's eyes widened with joy. "Really? This is amazing. Our hard work has paid off." Their families were overjoyed. Jennifer's father, a humble man, was proud of his daughter's achievements, and Linda's mother couldn't stop smiling, knowing her daughter's future was bright. The day finally arrived for their journey to Lagos. Jennifer's father offered to drive them in his old but reliable car. As they packed their bags, neighbors gathered to wish them well. "Study hard and make us proud," an elderly woman called out. "We will," Jennifer and Linda chorused, waving goodbye. The journey was long and the roads were bumpy. As they approached Lagos, the car began to sputter. Jennifer's father frowned, tapping the dashboard. "Come on, old friend, just a little further," he murmured. But the car had other plans. With a final cough, it stopped right in front of the school's gate and refused to start again. Students and parents arriving in sleek, shiny cars stared as Jennifer's father tried to restart the engine. Jennifer and Linda felt their cheeks burn with embarrassment. "Why did this have to happen here?" Jennifer whispered. Linda placed a comforting hand on her friend's shoulder. "It's okay, Jennifer. We're here now. That's what matters." Seeing their struggle, the school security guard approached. "Having some trouble?" he asked kindly. Jennifer's father sighed. "Yes, the car just gave up." "Let's give it a push," the guard suggested. With his help and some onlookers, they managed to push the car to a parking spot. Though grateful, Jennifer and Linda couldn't shake off the feeling of embarrassment as they noticed other students whispering and pointing. As they walked into the registration hall, Jennifer noticed the difference. Many students wore expensive clothes and had important-looking parents. She felt out of place in her simple dress. Linda nudged her. "Don't worry about them. We're here because we earned it." Jennifer nodded, trying to muster a smile. "You're right. Let's focus on why we're here." The principal, a tall woman with a warm smile, welcomed them. "Congratulations on your scholarships. We're proud to have you here." "Thank you, ma'am," they replied in unison. After registration, they were shown to their hostel. The room was small, with 4 bunk beds accommodating 8 girls. As they unpacked, some roommates introduced themselves, while others seemed indifferent. Jennifer sat on her bed, looking around. "This is going to be our home for the next few years," she said softly. Linda smiled. "And we're going to make the best of it." That night, Jennifer lay in bed, replaying the day's events, the excitement, the embarrassment, the new faces. She took a deep breath, determination filling her heart. "We've come this far," she thought. "No matter what challenges come our way, we'll face them head-on." Jennifer and Linda quickly immersed themselves in their studies. They attended classes, participated in group discussions, and completed assignments diligently. However, they couldn't help but notice the difference between themselves and some of their peers. Many students came from wealthy backgrounds, wore the latest fashions, and talked about vacations abroad. Jennifer and Linda, with their modest means, felt out of place. Among the senior students was a girl named Abigail. She was tall, confident, and came from a wealthy family. She had a group of followers and was known for her sharp tongue. One afternoon during lunch, Jennifer and Linda sat together, sharing a meal they had brought from home. As they chatted quietly, Abigail approached their table. "What's that smell?" Abigail sneered, wrinkling her nose. "Oh, it's your food. Don't you know the cafeteria has better options?" Jennifer looked down, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Linda mustered the courage to respond. We prefer homemade meals. Abigail smirked. How quaint. Well, try not to stink up the place with that. She and her friends walked away laughing. The encounter was just the beginning. Abigail took pleasure in targeting Jennifer and Linda, mocking their clothes, accents, and achievements. One evening, they returned to their hostel to find their belongings scattered across the floor, books torn and clothes strewn about. Who did this? Linda exclaimed, tears welling in her eyes. A fellow student whispered, I saw Abigail and her friends leaving your room earlier. Jennifer clenched her fists, anger bubbling inside her. This has to stop. Determined to end the bullying, Jennifer reported the incidents to their class teacher. Ma'am, we've been having problems, she began hesitantly. What kind of problems? Abigail has been harassing us. Today, she vandalized our belongings. The teacher sighed. Bullying is a serious accusation, Jennifer. Do you have any proof? Jennifer shook her head. No. Without evidence, it's hard to take action. Try to avoid her and focus on your studies. Feeling dismissed, Jennifer and Linda decided to speak to the principal. The next day, they nervously stood outside her office. When called in, Jennifer explained their situation. The principal listened quietly. Without concrete evidence, it's difficult to address the issue. Keep a low profile, and if anything else happens, document it. Disheartened, they left the office. Realizing that Jennifer and Linda had sought help, Abigail intensified her torment. She tripped them in hallways, poured water on their beds, and spread rumors about them. Jennifer, once enthusiastic about her studies, found it hard to concentrate. Linda became withdrawn, avoiding social interactions. One afternoon, as Jennifer sat by herself, washing her uniform with tears in her eyes, a voice interrupted her thoughts. Jennifer. She looked up to see Precious, the head girl. She was elegant, intelligent, and confident. I know what Abigail did to you, Precious said. I can help you. Jennifer's eyes lit up. Really? Yes, but on one condition. I want you to be my best friend. My one and only best friend. Jennifer hesitated. She had always been close to Linda. Was she supposed to forget about her? But the idea of having the head girl as her protector was tempting. Maybe this was her chance to be respected. Okay, she said with a small smile. I'll be your best friend. Precious grinned. Good choice. From that moment, Jennifer's life took a new turn. One that would teach her a valuable lesson about friendship, trust, and staying true to herself.